Hello everybody and welcome back to Casual Gamer Oz as we move now into round 17 of Season 4 F1 2017 career mode with Toro Rosso drivers. It's El Sauber driver there. I've driven Sauber in a few seasons. Ben Waterworth. My name is Ben Waterworth. I forget who I'm driving for. We're into the Circuit of the Americas. We've got a sopping wet race here at the Circuit of the Americas. Best qualifying here is 11th back in Season 2 of F1 2017. Our best finish a 3rd in Season 2 of F1 2016. So there you go. And how are we going to do here? How are we going to handle this one? Because it is absolutely pissing down here in Austin. We've done okay in full wet races before. And we're going to expect to be finishing the top 14. We are the number 1 driver now, remember? So a little bit more pressure on our shoulders. Then we're going to take this snake section here. I'm going to lose out a little bit of time. Whoa, we get very airy there. Cut a lot of track. Surprised I don't get cancelled out for that one. They're a bit lenient there with that one. Grip non-existent. I'd much rather be driving this in race conditions than in qualifying when you've kind of got yourself here and you're going full tonk. Race, you kind of are just based purely on the drivers around you rather than the time. And it's going to sound a little bit weird the way I say this. It's a little bit easier with other drivers on the track because you know where you're kind of based upon there. Obviously you don't play with rich mode or anything along those lines in qualifying because they automatically set you to the max mode, which you can't actually have in race. It's only available in qualifying. I'm not sure if it's available in practice as well, we don't do practice here, do we? So interesting that that's not available in race mode. So we just tiptoe our way around here, Austin. Corner of my eye I can see that we're still green, which obviously means that we're still meeting our target. I just look up there in the top 10 ever so slightly, hanging on by a thread here. How are we going to handle this section here? I'm going to have to release the throttle there. Not confident enough to maintain at full speed with these track conditions. I'd rather limp home a place or two below expectations and spin out and get dead last. Come into this last corner. Oh, we're just going to hold on to it there. Raikkonen's going to get pole. Can we get up to speed here to get 13th? We can.
Excellent lap. We're really pleased.
That is our highest qualifying in Austin since that 11th place back in Season 2. So we'll take that. Didn't out-qualify Grosjean, sadly. We would have out-qualified our teammate. Let's see how we can go on the race conditions, and hopefully it'll be a dry one. And we're going to get into that now. Now, we should hopefully get enough development points that will take us over the 750 mark, which then will allow us to get a 2-race upgrade in time for Brazil, and hopefully by Brazil we'll have a 1-race update for Abu Dhabi, which could hopefully be our last ever race of Toro Rosso. In the good way, not getting demoted like we thought we were last year. Said best finish here 3rd. We got a podium back in Season 2 of F1 2016. So that's to look forward to. Are we going to cross the threshold here of 750? No, not quite. Damn it, just miss out. We're getting our butts kicked in our rivalry. And our reputation. How does that drop? After qualifying well. Red Bull liked it. Dry race. Okay. Well, let's get into this. We only need 41 points to upgrade. So we'll still be able to upgrade at the end of this race. So that should be good, barring an absolute catastrophe here at the beginning of the race. Probably just jinxed myself. So hopefully this 2-race upgrade should then allow us to hopefully get enough points by Mexico and Brazil to then get a 1 further upgrade for that 500 point upgrade for Abu Dhabi. And then that way, if we do have to do another season of Taurus, which I don't think we should, but dry it is. Just trying to work out there that we should have a few more upgrades for ourselves. And that will give Toro Rosso a bit of a powerful engine for us. And hopefully when we leave the team, this should be the season we finally get to leave Toro Rosso. Alright, we're on the outside. It's not where we want to be. But let's get into this. Rich mode on. 14th is where we need to finish. Let's try and cut straight up the inside. And we do that very well. Very handily. Up here into turn 1. It's where you want to be. It's a sweeping turn 1. Up the hill. Door closed there by the Williams. And it's Ocon, our rival in the championship, who sits just in front of us here through the snakes. Closes down there slightly. Oh, holding on to the back there. Whoa, I'm going to start one up the inside now. I think I was off circuit there. Oh, I wasn't. How was I not off circuit? I got away with it. Maybe on your lesser difficulty, they let you get away with a few of these things a little bit easily. I don't know, but that's the third time in the last few races that I feel I've been off circuit when it comes to an overtaking move. Now, coming up to the half hairpin, we've seen moves previously in career mode. In one of the Sauber races, I came from a long way back and got my wheel taken off, so I'm going to be very careful here. Very careful. No, I'm not going to risk that. I felt that was going to go straight into Perez, and then either I would have lost the wheel or lost the front wing, and I'm going to play the safe game there. Found ourselves up into the points again. Whoa, as I hang on to the back of that ever so slightly there. And as often is the case, we're chasing down a Force India, and we're also defending from a Force India. Perez in front, Ocon behind. Of course, Ocon in the championship, if we want to finish in 9th, I think he's about 4 points ahead of us. Remember, Vettel can win the championship at this Grand Prix, I feel. Who got that fastest lap, people? I wasn't paying attention. You can't exactly answer me, I realise that, but I think if Vettel, I don't think if he wins, he wins. I think Raikkonen would have to be in about 3rd or 4th. See, Hamilton officially cannot win the championship in this game now. It's only between the Ferrari drivers, so we know that one of them will win it, and Vettel looks like he's going to win back-to-back championships, which in real life would mean he would equal Hamilton on 6 world championships based on the game. Of course, I'm not talking about real life. Based on the championships won here on Casual Gamer Oz, they would be 6 apiece, chasing down Shuey's 7. So that's interesting. Alright, we're just hanging on the back here. Ocon's hanging on the back of us too. Stayed in rich mode a lot longer than usual. See the fuel consumption a little bit better here, which is good. Perez gets very racy. I think that's Massa, is it not? It is. They bang wheels slightly. That's good for us. Whoa, they get very close to each other there. Spin each other out, guys. Come on. Whoa, I'm going to dive up the inside of both of you if you're going to be racy like that. Am I going to get a penalty for that? No, I didn't. How did I make that move stick? Wowee! Thank you very much. That's how you do it. Ho-ho! Move of the season. Wow. You're not noticing that, Williams and Force India, then there's something wrong with you. Alright, we're going to put it back down to standard mode. I've actually damaged the front wing through that. Ever so slightly. Whoa, I've got right on the left of me there. I'm not paying attention. Oh, don't spin me. It's Perez. Ricardo's ahead of me. We've had good battles with Ricardo here in the past. That was when I got 3rd. I should have been 2nd that race day, but I ran myself wide. Allowed Ricardo to pass me at the end, but Aussie's on the podium. First time that's happened in Formula 1 history. 2 of them. One day, hopefully, we can replicate that. Well, in real life would be great, wouldn't it, Ben? Myself, yeah, I'm not going to be a Formula 1 driver anytime soon. But on this game, who knows? I could be his teammate next year if Red Bull continue to take a bit of a sniff at me. I don't think I'm going to get a Red Bull drive. I think Renault is mine for the taking, to be honest. I'm going to whack it back up to rich mode here to outdrag Perez. Plenty on him. As we go into the half hairpin. That was an amazing move. I do not know how I made that stick. With a tiny bit of front wing damage too, and didn't even notice that. So this corner here, a lap ago, they were squabbling with each other, and I said, hey, guys, how you doing? If you want to squabble, I'm going to take your position. Simple. I still think I overtook at the beginning off circuit. Oh well. You know what the thing that's frustrating about when you update your car is the fact that if I can get good performance out of it the way I am, why can't Sainz be up here battling? It's one thing that I'll say in terms of the realism factor is a little bit lacking. Oh, Perez out of the blue there. Pay attention to what you're doing, Ben, rather than complaining about the game, as you often do. We just switch focus continually here. Obviously, Ricciardo's driven well away from us now. And you're defending the boys in pink and Massa, who's in white. But, yeah. I know what I'm talking about, Ben. Whoa. Alright. Whew. Alright, will he get DRS? I don't think he will. We'll just put him to Rich just to defend in case he does. I think he does, but I think with my Rich mode open there, he's not going to have enough of a chance. Whoa, he's going to go around the outside of me. Australia says no to that, Sergio Perez. Thank you very much. Mexico also says no. You're Mexican, and we're in America, so the USA also says no. Everybody says no. Whoa, you don't say no to possibly stingy one up there. We take around this sweeping section. Oh. Okay, last corner. We'll whack it into Rich mode. I didn't say anything, Jeff. Shut up. You're putting me off. Oh, God. He's all over the back of me. Massa's got a run on him now. Rich mode helps me coming up the hill. As, well, we've got a very cautious car. Massa and Perez still going at it. The Latin heat going on between the Brazilian and the Mexican. I think Massa got ahead. He did. Finally. Obviously, I took the bit off both of them. You're welcome. Oh. Yikes. Okay. Put it up to Rich mode again. Whoa, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I was looking at the wrong thing. Looking at the very wrong thing. I'm getting ragged here. I'm losing my concentration. Massa's going to have a run at me here. Oh, the acceleration, though, on this Toro Rosso feels amazing coming out. That's where the development's definitely playing a part. Whew. I think we would have been eating for dinner there in any other previous season. And you can see the powertrain upgrades there. We have the second most powerful engine. I think we actually have the most powerful powertrain now after that last upgrade. And we'll be able to fit in another one at the end of this race moving forward. And it should be in time before Brazil, and then we should have one more in time for Abu Dhabi, hopefully at the end. If Vettel wins, I think Vettel's won the championship with that. It all depends on where Raikkonen finishes, of course. But it would not surprise me if Vettel has won the World Championship here in the USA. If he doesn't win it here, he's going to win it in Mexico. But we're going to hold on to 7th place here, I feel. Great race again. A great overtaking maneuver by myself, if I don't mind saying so. Again, oh, Massa's going for a go there. Oh, I think I just got him. That's all you got to say to me, Jeff? Go fuck yourself. Alright. And they frustratedly overtake me right on the finish line. That, my friends, is 19 Grand Prix in a row. If we finish in Mexico, we have finished an entire season in a row. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? This is me. Vettel hasn't won the championship. So, we'll just take a look at the replay. I'm not going to fast forward all the way to that move I made on Perez and Massa, because that'll be a little bit far in the distance. Now, I had a Renault right behind me there. I didn't realise that. And I get a good little dive up the air, and I clash into Ocon. Actually, that's where I damaged my front wing into turn 1. So, there you go. Interesting. Could have been a lot worse. I didn't even realise that that happened. Anyway, okay, cool. So let's have a look at the standings with 3 rounds remaining. Well, Vettel is 69 points clear. So, yeah, he's easily won the World Championship. He's going to have to crash out of the next race and have Raikkonen win to have any chance. I've moved ahead of Ocon. Well, I'm actually equal on points with Ocon, but I've moved ahead of him at least there on the overall table. Constructors, well, we know that nothing's really going to change there. So we're off to Mexico next. Can we continue this run of form? Who knows? We should be able to put an upgrade on the car before we get there, which will be in place for Brazil. Like, subscribe, comment. Thank you for tuning to Casual Gamer Oz, and we'll speak to you from Mexico. Good night.